It's a mighty good word, party full, because you're mile high breeze. I'm up here on Saturn's day. It's Saturday, March 9th. Mercury is at the final degree of Pisces, so I'm a little tongue-tied. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising Collective. This is a reading for the Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising Collective. I have the Herbal Astrology Oracle that I'll pull one card. The reading is based around the new moon in Pisces that is less than or about like 16 hours, occurs overnight in the States. So I'll pull 3 cards for your new moon in Pisces spread, and then I have a bunch of tarot, including the Mystic Mondays tarot that I've been using a lot this last week. Cancer, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. There are many planets stacked in your so one-on-one in that house of sort of relating to others, relating to studies, and relating to work and the collective at large. We'll kick into it. I think that you are graduating, but like it's like when a teacher watches their students graduate, sort of thing. So there's some sort of honor. There's like a double honor where you're being observed and honored in that way. Collectively, for all signs, for everyone, there is a graduation of transformation point, or a point that marks a graduation from transformation. I believe that yours is very spiritual, but also practical, which that is also part of a lot of the different signs. So you may want to go check out your other sign placements, regardless of whether you have a distinguished Cancer placement in your natal chart. This may still resonate with you. I hope to get a collective reading, another one up for the new moon in Pisces. But yes, with that, we should just kick into it, because it's Saturday, right? I have things to do, maybe. My head's cloudy. Warning, I do ring the bell, hopefully not too loud or abrasive. And hopefully I actually warn you throughout the video. Anyway, Cancer, thank you so much. I'm very grateful that you're here. I'm very honored. Happy new moon in Pisces. Cancer high priests, high priestesses, Cancer magicians. You're appearing as a magician, as a teacher, a healer. Yes. Anyway, Cancer, Cancerian kings, queens, and royals. This is your highest, most watery, sandy, tropical court. I am your effervescent mercurial jester with your divine messages for your inspiration, your spiritual exaltation, your divinity, and your human evolution through spaces, time and times, right? Space and times. Cancer, what's good? A little bit of a bow there. Mars in Aquarius squares up with Uranus in just a few hours. So Uranus and Taurus. So a lot of this falls in those houses, especially for Cancer rising. The high-minded, so there is a heady feeling, of headiness or floating, like head floating away. Maybe you feel out of body too, right? Thank you so much, guys. This is Sun God Raw. Mercury. Can we have one random astrology card for the Cancer, Sun, and Rising Collective? What is their new moon in Pisces herbal astrology message? Feeling very singular, feeling very independent. earn, right? And how you will earn, looking ahead and seeing yourself as a sole figure, so very independent, perhaps deciding to take on a program to expand mind, maybe a short, quick thing like that, or maybe you have done that and you feel very enlightened to something. You're seeing spirituality in a practical, earthly realm, right? Ancient ancestors, helpful ancestors, wise ancestors. Ancient, helpful, wise ancestors. Okay, joy, wow. Oh, okay. I mean, bring the fun that you've learned. I feel like you have been very independent in the last few years, so the last 2.5 years. You have come up and out of the shell, but only for your own, like, development, right? That's been fun. So I have card number 14, Joy. And that's Venus and that's Pluto. Both Venus and Pluto are currently in Aquarius. That sign lands in your 7th house for Cancer rising. It is transforming a lot of what I was just speaking to, which is one-on-one relationships. But before that, it was more enacting this new relationship with yourself. So I believe that you had a lot of fun with that. And perhaps now coming out of a time period where you have been interacting with more people. So there was even, it could have been even like, maybe I'm getting more 2020 vibes of like having a lot of fun by yourself, like that sort of feeling. And then having to come out of that shell, still one-on-one, so it follows a very like progressive, linear timeline in that manner. But perhaps you feel now that you're having to reflect, which is great. You should be reflecting. At least astrology says that, right? Cancer order. It's a good time to pause in this, not for a long time, just here for that reflection time. Wow, you have wealth. Yeah. I mean, this is going to expand you. There is that breakthrough moment this weekend prior to the new moon in Pisces. And I think that the new moon in Pisces, obviously, a new moon will begin its cast of illumination, right? And so you're now reflecting on your ties to ancient programs, like knowledge, more so knowledge-based. So you have a sense of like wanting to learn or teach, or both, or you are both. And you're also, so there is that expansion in that department where Jupiter comes in, and Mercury, which they maybe you are about to start something new in the coming weeks, like very. Thank you so much for this. Nice to see you overall. What do you need to release? Yeah. What is rising up in the Cancer Sun and Rising Collective for the new moon in Pisces? What's the main message from the new moon in Pisces for the Cancer Collective? And what's the outcome for this new know, like, definitely has that job appeal. Thank you so much, guys. This is Sun God Raw. Mercury. Hopeful ancestors, sage ancestors, wise ancestors. Ancient ancestors, spiritual guides of the highest light. Archangels, angels. So this does mark the gateway into this eclipse season. We are starting with the full moon and Libra eclipse in 2 weeks. Okay, I'm sorry I guess that landed in the outcome, and then, wow, you Cancer, you have the new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. I mean, obviously it's landing in those higher houses for you. If you have Cancer rising, especially, it lands in that spiritual Sagittarius house, possibly even in those 9 or closer to that world point. But I get confused. I don't know why. The IC, that really psychic point. Okay, meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So in your reflection, yes, there could be a reprocessing, joy. So like there's a lot of reigniting, especially for those first, second, third. So there's like a Gemini, Taurus. I get those signs too. Capricorn, yeah. This new moon could be affecting your work relationships, your relationship to money. Obviously, a lot of folks are being asked to shift what you value, how you determine, and what you look for to set up your values throughout the next, Pluto in Aquarius cycle. The end of a tough cycle approaches for you, coming out of that spiritual wash. So meditate and contemplate is what's rising up in you. So again, it could be that brief. At the bottom of the deck, you have full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. So you are meant to not be resting at home, maybe for you. Cancer maybe feels that way, right? Like you want to not do anything. So yes, take the new moon weekend off, meditate and contemplate. How brilliant is that? The main message is that the tough cycle's over. Full moon in Capricorn, wow. And I believe that occurs in like 4-5 months. Expect powerful change. So this next eclipse cycle is when the eclipses kick off. That 6-month period from these first set of eclipses in the spring to the fall will have a major impact, especially on who you trust, who you can trust, who you see as trustworthy. Relationships, new relationships, perhaps level up of a current relationship. So like coming together more in the reality, combining assets, things like that. So like maybe not marriage, but like maybe marriage or something like that, contracts, things like that. People departing, like maybe friends exiting, things like that, family members. Put on pause. Wow, Cancer, you're lit. suddenly you're lit. So like, okay, Cancer. I'm trying to edit out the noises. Thank you so much, guys. That's the sun battle. This is a new moon message for the Cancer Sun and Rising collective as they embark on this powerful 6-month period of change. Obviously, it will affect you over the next 3 years, or the longer lunation phase. Thank you so much, Sun Battle. Mercury. Oh, Spirit Guides of the Highest Light. Archangels. Oh, there you go. So, work movement coming from you, staying fixed in a certain arena. So, yeah, maybe signing up for the longer haul. I don't know what. Knight of Swords. Yeah, a lot of movement. A lot. There is an event, so expect powerful change is the event. Perhaps this lead up to the new moon in Pisces, and then that kicks off this internal spiritual awareness, right? You have found the light in you. That's a challenge currently. Then now you see things differently, right? Look, Knight of Swords. You see things and think about things differently with this newer awareness that you've culminated through this transformation period that you've been through in terms of relationships. You have possibly already been exiting or determining those that you want to not work with anymore in all sorts of relationships. And so now you're actually embarking on that journey that involves you cutting people out, leaving people out. Also, yes, there is a signal or sign or symbol of like you starting a program or like being a teacher or student. Whenever I get the student, I do get the teacher-student vibes. Or with the Princess of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. But you do feel a new, I mean, when is the Five of Pentacles not a challenge to have to find the answers inside of you, to calm your mind, to meditate, to move out of a mental maybe you felt more alone in the mind. You felt not part of something in your mind, and now you are a part of something. So yeah, the Five of Pentacles is always here to remind you to change your mentality that you were in, where you were feeling left out. Now you're not, because the Page of Pentacles is here like you're part of something, right? Or you assist someone, things like that, or you feel brand new to magic and spirituality, or a program of knowledge, of study, of history, or extended periods, a new job, a new thing, a new insight into career, things like that. Movement towards based on that insight towards a new beginning or progress. Things like that, like 7, maybe you speak a lot. I was getting like, you have to take breaks. 8 of Wands, the moon in Sagittarius. Maybe you're moving, yeah. So I felt very, sorry, there's yelling, but I felt a stuck energy, and now I feel movement, like now you're ready for the battle. One more card, please, for two more cards for the Cancer Sun and Rising Collective. A lot of noise. So like young children or rambunctious folks around you, or you just sense that energy. Thank you so much, coming through, movement coming through finally. It's like it was clogged, something was clogged in your head, like you felt a block. The shift is about to be really, or it's happening now, Cancer. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis and God. Mercury, Archangels, Angels, Spirit Guides of the highest light, ancient, hopeful, wise, sage ancestors. Cool, yeah. So you have 2 knights. You have the Page of Pentacles. I think that you missed hanging out on your own. Now maybe you're perhaps you're appreciating hanging out on your own is what I mean. But like you're coming out, it's a flip. So there's going to be a switch of you coming out, you being more exposed if you're not already. There's a tendency for you to be overly protective of your mind space. Perhaps thinking maybe you will be left out, but actually people are being attracted to you. Your intelligence, you do possess a lot of different types of knowledge, or you're able to problem solve in many different facets, like many different subject lines, or you have the King of Wands. So attractive, and again, you have full moon in Leo. This is a Leo card. Don't let pride get in your way. Don't count yourself out. Don't leave yourself out. There's a lot of that in the atmosphere for the collective. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra. You may have Gemini in your chart. You may have Leo in your chart. Those maybe your South Node lands there. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Mercury. A tendency to be maybe not wanting to show off. It's time for you to like show off. Mars in Pisces. Mars is coming into Pisces. I think you're going to start to feel better. Just maybe going with the flow more. That's awesome. You're coming into this, okay? You're feeling, you're sensing the future. You're meant to enjoy it. You're meant to actually celebrate, or you're going to get like a time out, time off. Gosh, I am seeing a lot of like power-ups, leveling up somehow for a lot of the collective. Let me see, there's some cards here that flipped. Cool. We have 2 cards here. Yeah, 4 of Wands and the Chariot. Okay, so yeah, you could have left something. You do fear this new direction, okay? 10 of Cups. Four of Wands. And then the Chariot, which is your card, right, Cancer? I think that you've moved out. You left somewhere. You're restarting. You're relying more on the feeling, the thought of being left out, where you're meant to learn. There's more joy in your studies or the new direction. You're not seeing the joy there. 4 of Pentacles also popped out. Don't hold on to that feeling of lesser or like less than. Sun in Capricorn. Yeah, something must have happened in December, or those late December, the new year kind of marked. But look, believe the High Priestess was hanging out. And I guess I should point death. Yeah, there are things that are growing. You're out of the transformation. Believe that you're out of the transformation. Believe that there's more justice. Okay, believe that you're actually meant to go with it. Trust it. Believe in that. Have faith that this will grow into something. Right now, maybe it seems like something's not growing. Your business, your new accounts. I don't know why I get that. New accounts aren't growing. They are. You have planted a lot, maybe that you're not looking at. You're not seeing something. You didn't count something. You didn't account for something. Order in the court. Okay, the fuzziness of this new moon, the hastiness in December, January, the feeling of rushness, and then this feeling of confusion, like in general, but I feel that for you, Cancer, like whoever I'm reading, perhaps in the rush or in the like Piscean, Aquarian wash, like in February, like maybe you missed something in there in between the lines. Somewhere there's a big line, a major line. Wow, all these like financial terms. It could bring you the balance, like balance the books. Yo, wow. Work, it does work. House, stability, estates, things like that, right? Ownership, a house, yeah. There's something there. There's hiding. Wealth is hiding. Why is it hiding, right? Okay, y'all. That's crazy. Cancer, I love it. Joy. It's like there's joy to uncover. I don't know, like, yeah, something's not uncovered. Something will be uncovered. Reversed is sadness, insecurity, unhappiness, unworthiness, lack of pleasure, and self-doubt. Astral rulers, Venus and Pluto. Upright for hibiscus, joy. Nectar, grace, sensuality, beauty, divine feminine, nurturing, creativity, and abundance. Like hibiscus, you emanate the essence of Venusian grace. You hold and cradle life. You are the nurturer. Your presence brings renewal and joy to others. Express your creativity to keep attracting this colorful energy back to you. Like the yeah, there you go. I think you need confirmation. Yeah, like do it. On the other hand, right, on your creative side, I think you have a lot of different types, financial and creative projects, and interweaved, right? Like the hummingbird, you are a creature of nectar, a conduit of divine love and joy. Reversed hummingbird may represent the inability to see the many blessings you've been given. Don't shy away from your power. You're worthy of it all. Follow the dance of the hummingbird, journey into your sadness, and know that this pain is just a thread within the fabric of joy. There is something like that. Wow. I don't know. I freaking, this is like my favorite card, by the way. There's something that you're dismissing that is, you feel very joyful and like, it's like faith. Like that's your faith thing to do. For that, like, there's a thought in you that creeps up and it's like you can't put it down, and yes, you're meant to go there and you can handle a lot more there. You can add more. It's just like maybe you need to account for more, right? Like, and just expand that way. Wealth, Tulsi, comes to you as you move through and you discover real blooms, Cancer. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much. I am very appreciative and very grateful. I appreciate your gratitude as well. I will be back with more messages. I send you all the love, all the light. Have a great new moon in Pisces.